Well, it's that time again. Outer Points Productions is about to go live with another Knockout Challenge match. Join me, Little Cheddar, and my guest live at the Varsity Club in Oshkosh, Wisconsin, as we will be delivering some of the best mediocre commentary in the business. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the match, and don't forget to jump in the chat and say hello. Please take the time to subscribe to our YouTube channel, hit that like button, and share it with all your friends. Thank you so much for tuning in. See you right after this word from our fabulous sponsors.
Dumper Dan's charter fishing fleet in the Port of Sheboygan is Wisconsin's proven charter fishing leader, running the most trips and catching the most fish. Enjoy great fishing for trout and salmon aboard one of our 6 fully equipped modern charter boats with experience and professional crews. See why Dumper Dan's is the most popular name in the industry. We offer fishing and lodging packages featuring the best in riverfront condos and hotel accommodations. Half or 3/4 day trips available, so call to make your reservations today or log on to dumperdan.com. Dumper Dan's charter fishing fleet, Wisconsin's proven charter fishing leader.
Welcome, everyone, to Outer Points Productions and the Knockout Challenge Series studios. We're located inside of the Varsity Club in Oshkosh, Wisconsin. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. This is Little Cheddar, and he's not here. Part-timer. I had to say it just because otherwise Mark Bell will. Welcome to the semifinals of Randy Thiry and the Barracuda herself, Tracy Cuda. We started out with 24 players in a 425 Fargo and under tournament, and we are down to the final 4, as a matter of fact. This is going to be exciting. If you've been watching or following Tracy's matches or been watching them, she's pretty excited. And obviously, Randy is too. They're kind of out there yucking it up right now, having a grand old time. So I can't wait to get this one started. This is exciting. So lots of money on the line, and I mean a big chunk of change for today. So the non-winner is guaranteed $270. That's not what they're after. It is a big pay jump from there on up. So I'm going to get out to the table and go over the rules with them. Well, they already know the rules. This is the 3rd round already. So, but I am going to put them up on the table for you to see. The race is a little bit different, but other than that, everything else is the same. This is actually a race to 5-4-4. So I shall return. Don't go anywhere. All right, Tracy has won the leg. I'm gonna show this a little bit later on too, but man, I'll tell you, this is the coolest thing ever. This is one of the biggest compliments I've ever gotten, and it's not even mine. But so because I got to give a shout out to everybody else that's out in Sparta, that area. Okay, here's the reason why. She just picked this up yesterday. This is just cool as hell. I'm gonna do this before we get started. Look at this cue. Now, Tracy had this made by P Shower Custom Cues, all right? This is what just makes my day. Look at the name on the bottom. This is one of the biggest compliments I've ever gotten in my entire life, and it doesn't even actually... So, it was just I started calling her the Barracuda because of her last name, and then she went and had it put on her cue. Man, I'll tell you what. That's awesome. But she's not playing with it today because she hasn't shot with it yet. So, dry break. And looks like a shot, maybe even an attempt at a 1-9 combo. Carom. YouTube police. I like it. Even got a badge and everything. Gary. All right. As I mentioned, this is a semifinal match. Let me put the prize pool out there for you real quick while Randy lines up this one ball. As I mentioned, it is guaranteed $270 for the non-winner today if they advance. Here's the point spread. $530 on top of that, and an opportunity at $2,000. Not bad for a 24-player tournament. Ooh, this one's going to get stuck on the... No, he got it past. So there are matches going on all over Wisconsin in the KO Challenge. 6 of them, to be exact, in the 1.6, which is the Bounty Tournament. Oh, nice bank. Great shot by Randy. I'm going to go over some of them. Dutch Emmel defeating Dave Peters. Kenny Ingachi defeating Robert Budish. Andy Coons just wrapping up his match with Jason Gibbs. Jesse McDermott is up over Rich Ciampa down at The Rock. And right now, just to let everybody know, there is a possibility. I'm going to have to step out of the booth for just a moment to potentially do a shootout. Right now, Sean Leslie and Adam Swenson they're in 10 ball. Adam is up 4-3 right now. So if Sean wins that one, I got to go back and look. No, that's a race to 6. Never mind. No, it is a race to 5. Yeah, 6-5-5. So if Sean wins the next game, I'm going to have to do a shootout, and I might even put it on stream. We'll see. See if I can get the double stream. Pete Beshta tuning in. Wait a minute. You're sitting right over here. Pete's in the Sunday tournament. What's going on, Fred Runner? Kevin Burktula. YouTube Police 29. Where are you from? Just the state. Don't need city and. There is a good chance I might have to get out of the booth to watch a hit over there on the other table. Got a lot going on today. Ding! What's going on, Mark Bell? What's going on, Harold? So if you were not here the other day, Harold Micheloni, full-time muscle cars, fell victim to Julie Fleming in the other one of the other semifinal matches in this tournament. YouTube Police is down in Mississippi. Oh, welcome to Outer Points Productions. If it's your first time here, wow, that is horrible. Makes a beautiful bank on the 6 ball and scratches. That's painful. Happy Sunday indeed. Well, not necessarily Sunday if your name is Chad Johnson. Where is that man? Good afternoon, Patrick Carlson. One to nothing, Randy Thiry. So if you look at the scoreboard, if it's your very first time here, you see the scoreboard at the bottom. This is a format I created about a year and a half ago, somewhere around there. Well, this the KO challenge, but this is basically 3 disciplines of pool in one match. We're starting out with the outside yellow boxes, which is 9 ball. That's going to be a race to 5. Then the middle boxes is a race to 4 8 ball. If one of the players wins both of them, the match is over. So they're guaranteed at a minimum a race to 9. If they split, then we go to a third set, which is 10 ball, another race to 4 10 ball. We'll let the chat answer. If we get tied at 3-3 in 10 ball, What happens? What's going on, HBB? What's happening in Alabama today, my friend? Fred Renner. We have had a lot of shootouts recently, and none other than the best shootout I've ever had. The night before last, between Derek Tauschik and Lacey Torzewski. Wow. 25 shots in a row. Tuning in all the way from the Netherlands, Raymond Jacobs. Good evening. Well, then enjoy every single hour until Wednesday, my friend. What's going on, Jared? Tuning in from Michigan. Jared LaMotta, one of the competitors in this tournament. Knocked out by Tracy, right? Yeah, last match. I'm going to get set up just in case there is a possibility as I mentioned with the shootout over there. Oh, boy. Overcut. Robert Snell. Good afternoon. Do 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 do. It's a funky rack of 9-ball. Nobody wants to win it. Nobody wants to lose it either. Uh-oh. This is going to be ball in hand for Tracy. Tracy riding the 9. Leaving Randy with a long shot on the 6 ball. Thanks, YouTube police. Thanks, HBB. Yes, if you're not a subscriber, well, first of all, I really appreciate you saying that, HBB. We have fun on this stream, but we are also a very close-knit family channel as well. I love my pool community, everybody that it's in, and 99.9% of all the viewers. So with that being said, there is a ton of content that is coming your way over the next couple of weeks as well. I'm running currently a Masters series that is in, let's see, we've got 3 matches out of the first 16. Some of the best players in the state of Wisconsin. And then a whole bunch of other stuff coming up. So stick around. We don't listen, or we really don't talk about pool very much. Thanks, Raymond. You're blocked anyway. I don't even know why you're here. YouTube, please trust me. I'm the last person you want to listen to, especially for pool advice. All right. Game number 2 is a bit of a struggle for Randy and Tracy. It's been a long game of 9-ball. That doesn't usually happen very often. Tracy's got a thin cut on the 7-ball. If she can get the cue ball kind of where it is now, she's in pretty good shape. Always looking to be entertained. Well, you have come to the wrong place. There's a hint of sarcasm on this stream too. Watch this. It's going to get right behind the 9-ball. No, not quite. So last night, after last night's match, just to give you an idea, we had anybody that watched mine and Chris's match. We played a match last night, and it was trash talk. We were both mic'd up, so as usual, I woke up at like 4:30, 5 o'clock this morning, and my first thought was, man, I think I want to do an entire tournament like that. I'm not kidding. So I'm going to call it the Trash Talk Tournament, where I'm going to have – I haven't decided on the Fargo yet or how we're going to do it, but both players are going to be mic'd up, and the sky is the limit. They can trash talk all they want, say whatever they want, as long as they're not blowing like an air horn or something like that. But well, we are not going to go to a shootout over on the other table because Adam Swenson just defeated Sean Leslie 5-3 in the 10-ball. So that is another match complete over there. So now we can just Did I miss what did I miss? Dang it all, I was watching over there to see if that was going to be the last ball drop. Randy got the I thought so. All right, 2-0 Randy. YouTube police, yes. I do all my own scoreboards. I use a program, or my streaming platform is called vMix. So everything I create myself. I've got a whole bunch of different views that I haven't been using because I've been working on. Yeah, that actually. Let me show you what this kind of what I was working on while I was talking there. Give you an idea. Because I have a two table setup where I wanted to show both if the other table went to a shootout, but that tournament ended up, or I'm sorry, that match just ended. So yes, I take all of my sponsors' logos and I put them into Chat GPT and make them three-dimensional. So if you see in the upper left-hand corner, those are all my creations, if you will. VMix with Victory. I actually tried OBS, but it's more versatile for me with VMix. Pretty much allows me to do whatever the heck I want. Wow, what a great shot. That was a brutally tough. All right, I will be back. Oh, yeah. I tell you what, some people. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon, YouTube police. Unless you're already gone, I apologize. Ken Zingler. Good afternoon, my friend. What's happening? We had that's the first time I've actually done that, Ken. And if you were not here earlier, I just made an announcement like 10 or 15 minutes ago, Ken, where I'm going to do a. I forgot what the heck I called it. Oh, the Trash Talk tournament. So the Trash Talk tournament is going to be two players completely mic'd up, basically just like Chris and I were last night. And anything goes. I haven't decided what's like a Fargo range or if just leave it an open tournament or what, but it's whew, I'm inviting more trouble to my stream, which is kind of what we do here anyway. That is going to leave Randy with either a 2-6 combo or a 2-6 carom. I think I would actually play the carom. Hit the 2 nice and thin and leave the cue ball right there when it pockets the 6. Yep. Made it. Raymond, I think I'm going to call it triple T, as a matter of fact. Triple T. Trash Talk Tournament. Everybody knows, it's if it's Survivor. I mean, if you know what I'm already doing with Triple T at OPP. I love it. I love it. I think we've got a hit, folks. So everybody likes drama. I don't care who you are. I mean, if not, then you're lying to yourself. You know, when it comes to, like I said, if you look like Love is Blind or The Bachelorette or any of the reality TV shows, you know, that's why they've got people tuning in by the millions is drama. So why not do the same thing in pool? I mean, we already had the mic'd up Scotch couples where I wouldn't say anything went, but I mean, there were a lot of F-bombs being dropped. Nice. Good shot by Randy. All right, Randy with a steep cut on that. Well, I shouldn't say two. It's not bad. Half ball. Good opportunity for Randy to go up 4-0, though. Yep. Agreed, Raymond. Oh, and he scratches besides. Gives. Gives Tracy ball in hand on the 9 ball. Yikes. Well, I've got another flyer to be working on tonight. All right. Tracy opens her account 3-1. I think it's 3-1. They're not keeping score out. I don't think so. Oh, yes, they are. Never mind. Yep, 3-1. You know what, Robert? It's a shame. I'm kind of disappointed in Mark Bell right now. That he didn't beat you to it. We're all tied up at 3-1. Mark, did you fall asleep? Man, I'll tell you what. You guys got, yeah. My wheel's spinning now. You guys keep your eyes on the pool match, and I'm gonna do a little creative writing, if you will. Oh, man. All right, this 2 should sit in a really good spot for Tracy. Yeah, Yep, she's all right. She can get behind there. All right, Randy leaving himself with a bank shot here. Catches a piece of the 8 ball. Leaves Tracy straight in on the 6. Makes it. Going to play the 7 in the same pocket. Stop shot. Just about a stop shot. I think she's actually got a little bit of an angle. I think I go forward with this. 8's in a perfect position. Aw, thanks, Robert. I am. I got very shiny balls. Yep, me too, Ken. I honestly, I believe, I really think that would get the attention of the younger crowd as well. I think they'd enjoy the heck out of it. All right, Tracy to get it within 1. Oh, my goodness. And she leaves it hanging in the pocket for Randy. Ouch. This is going to put Randy on the hill. All right, check this out. God, I love AI. Except for the pool balls. They don't do a very good job at that. Yeah, it's a good start. That's just a preliminary flyer. I'm gonna doctor it up, and yeah, I'm gonna do my thing. I do a little bit of AI, but for the majority, I make my own flyers. But it's a fun start. And then I'm gonna So to answer your question, Ken, no. Having him stand at the table, I don't know. I don't know if that's going to be a good idea or not. I mean, the trash talk itself, it would have to be, voice only, or no, like I said, air horns or rattles or anything like that. But you can pretty much say whatever you want. Well, I don't know if making this two ball, he's playing the bank. I don't know if making that is going to really accomplish anything, though. Might be a confidence builder, but yeah. Well, and almost scratches. But again, the worst part, getting back down to the 3 on that bank shot would have been really tough. So, to answer your question, Raymond, I think for the most part, so to give you an idea, Raymond, at the end of every stream, I have the choice whether to. There's several selections for me. Whether it's child appropriate, kid appropriate, if there is mild profanity, bordering on extreme profanity, if there are hints of nudity or anything like that, where obviously none of that stuff is going to happen. Well, I shouldn't say none of it's going to happen, because there will be some mild profanity, maybe major profanity. But if I'm honest about it and market, what the legitimacy of the stream itself, then they will publish it. Uh-oh. Well, this is an opportunity for Randy to put the first set away. I would actually. He's got an angle it's heading into the 6. where I would play the other direction, and, well, he ended up perfect. Never mind. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It's got a lot of speed to it. Oh, my goodness. He's hooked on the outer point. He cannot even see the 7 ball. I mean, it's better than scratching, I guess, but that's not good. This could be a potential ball in hand for Tracy. Not to be Captain Obvious. Wow, what a great hit. And he's going to get away with it. Oh, my gosh. She has no shot other than a bank. That's brutal. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That might be the end of set number 1. Chris, we got 271 views just on our stupid leopard match. All right, I'm shocked. I am really shocked that Randy did not take on that cut. That was not that hard. That's surprising. Dan Blom, good afternoon. This is the 425 and under semifinals. This was, I think we started back beginning of January. Yeah, I think like the first of the, somewhere around there. I can't remember. This had 24 players to start out with. So we worked our way down, and if you're not aware, we worked our way down. Again, all of these tournaments, the KO challenges are single elimination. So 24, 12, 6. And we're going to do a round robin after this match. So the final 3. It's kind of like what I did with the Scotch doubles. Not the mic'd up one, the previous one, which was Matt Strong and Alice Adams, Mike Schultz and Lee Thomas, and Oh, Kendall and Spencer Rolfe. No doubt, Ken. Wisconsin beer, pool, and a trash talk tournament. What could possibly go wrong? Yeah, heavy drinking. It's a disaster waiting to happen yet again. The Fargo range on the next one. I haven't even decided yet. I am not sure which tournament is coming up. The big thing right now, Dan, is 1.6 is running, which is the 575 and under, and that is in round 2. But we still have 13 matches to go in the Masters Series in round 1. So that's going to take up there's 2 tournaments that are taking up a lot of the calendar. I wouldn't say that, Dan. I haven't seen you shoot, though. Whoa, ooh. That one almost hit the side pocket. All right, this 9-ball for Randy Thiry to close out the first set and makes it 5-1. All right, players are going to take a little bit of a break. I don't blame them. I am going to do the same. If it's your first time here, I'm assuming it may or may not be with, there's several, but you talk about drama. Again, we've got drama coming up in several months, and that is all surrounded by the breaking. Hello, everyone. Little Cheddar from Outer Points Productions. What is the breaking point? I've been asked that question quite a few times over the last couple of weeks and months. So let's break it down, shall we? It's a combination of Survivor.
What's happening?
Meets the Beast Games from YouTube. Meets the Big Break from the Golf Channel. Oh, no! Meets the pool community.
And you might miss this ball.
Put it all together, and you have the very first reality TV show based around pool. So 12 contestants are going to be meeting here at the Varsity Club in Oshkosh, Wisconsin, in roughly about 6 months, somewhere around there, to participate in season 1 of The Breaking Point. 11 episodes where one contestant, some, maybe two, are going to be eliminated from The Breaking Point and walked out the door.
Hey, come on. Oh, shit. Oh, my shot right there. You know me. Look.
So how do you get those 12 contestants? That's where the qualifiers come in across the state. There's 12 qualifiers at most of the pool halls in Wisconsin have agreed to do it. Only the winner of those qualifiers advance to the breaking point. You can play in more than one qualifier. You can only win one of them, obviously. It's only going to be 12 unique contestants that are going to be in the breaking point. So if you feel like you can handle the pressure.
Great cut. Wow.
And the cameras and the lights, and to test your nerves.
Well, that was really... Did he break his stick? That was really it, yeah, you know.
And to find out what's your breaking point.
Anything special with the white, Jerry?
Oh, he just broke his cue. He's just snapped his cue.
Come join me. I'll see you at one of the qualifiers. All right. Thank you for sticking around, everybody. Chad Johnson. No doubt. Man, I'll tell you, personally, I cannot wait for it's probably going to be like October, November, maybe September. Kind of depends on how it works. The breaking point. Should I do the trash talk tournament before the breaking point or after the breaking point? Still Saturday, huh, Chad? Well, this is an ugly rack of 8-ball. This is not looking good at all. I don't think he's got anything to shoot at either. There is so little. Yeah, that 15 does not go past the 10. Looks like a combo 15-10 attempt. Cue ball stayed on the table. Doesn't really leave Tracy with a whole lot to shoot at either, though. 15 all the way down. That doesn't really accomplish a whole heck of a lot. What's up, Roger? How's the missus, Roger? I think we should let Roger in on the secret. Roger doesn't know about it yet. So Roger being our billiards manager here at Varsity Club, I'm going to run this one by him. But because of last night's leopard match, so if you were not here, Chris Green and I did a leopard match. It was because it was more spots than a big cat nursery. All kinds of spots I was giving him. Yep, I had it on mute. Hey, Roger, if you have a moment at home, I'm going to give you a call. Ooh. Yeah, it's a good save. It does block the 8, but it did. Unfortunately for Randy, it opened up Tracy's 9 ball, but playing the 9 and then the 14 and getting back to the 8 might be a bit of a challenge. Oh, boy. The microphone is hot once again. Sorry for the disappointment. All right, had to make a couple of phone calls that I didn't want to make. Ooh. Man, I'll tell you, that last shot by Randy, I'm sorry, the one previous to that where he broke up that 14 was just ideal, and then to get hooked on that 5 was just a brutal roll. All right, long shot on the 12 ball. But if he can drift forward a little bit, he can play the 10 in the lower right, the 11 in the lower left, and straight in shot on the 8 in the side. I think it all comes down to this shot, to be quite honest. Oh, and hit it so nice. Uh-oh. A little bit wide. That was, I tell you, that was the game. Had he made that, there wasn't much left to the rest. All right, I think for the confidence of Tracy, she's got to get out this rack. I think this game is probably going to determine the rest of the match for her. Things have not gone her way. Some self-induced. But I think this would be a real good confidence builder. So far, so good. Well, that's going to make it a lot harder for both of them to get out. That's no good. Well, it's still. Randy doesn't have a pocket for that 11 ball. So it doesn't really. I don't think it may hurt. Well, he could, obviously, with ball in hand on the 10, he can break it out. But I would try to push that just give it a little nudge towards the bottom left-hand corner. Well, he missed getting that 11 ball out of there, so now he's got all kinds of problems. And I don't know if he could play. I mean, he's going to have to thin it and give Tracy the 1 ball, but Tracy is a smart enough player where she's not going to fall for that. Well, I'm thinking Randy's going to definitely get a hit on his 11 ball, but if he doesn't make it, he's going to leave Tracy with a pretty simple shot on the 3 ball, and the cue ball is going to be right there for the 8 in the side. As I had mentioned, she needs a game right now. Oh, and he kicks it in. Wow. What a shot. What a kick. Hey, this is much harder than that kick shot. Now that you just made it, you got to take a deep breath, walk away a little bit, and given that cue ball word is, this makes a really challenging shot. Wow. Wow. What a great out. Holy cow. That was fantastic. All right, I got to get back to the chat. Again, my apology. I had phone calls I had to make and all kinds of. Gotta love drama. No, there was. What's going on, Mike Niedermeyer? Paula Ward. There is audio. I just wasn't saying much. I like easy money, Ken. I'm all about easy money. Trisha Kuchera. Good evening. Amy Cools in the chat. What's happening? JJ Engel cheering on Tracy. If you weren't here at the beginning, I showed this. Man, this is the coolest thing ever. Tracy got a brand new pee shower. Just got done, or she got it picked up or delivered yesterday, however that went. Check this out. I just gave her the nickname. I mean, it just seemed to fit, the Barracuda, because she was beating everybody. And then she went ahead and put it on her stick. I love it. It looks fantastic. Thank you for tuning in, everybody, to this late Saturday afternoon. Am I right, Chad Johnson? Yes, that was intentional, folks. I know it's Sunday. Not according to Chad Johnson, though. What's going on, Derek Tauschik? All right, so while Randy's figuring out what's happening there. You know what? I'm just going to wait until I get the flyer done. This is courtesy of Raymond. We're going to call it Triple T at OPP. Trash Talk Tournament on Outer Points Productions. You're going to have both players mic'd up. You can say whatever you want. You just can't approach. You can't throw anything at them or hit them or tackle them or anything like that. But You say whatever you want. I mean, it's not like there is any drama in pool anyway. Paul Ocheski. Cheers to you as well. Had a nice little chat with Randy Thiry prior to the start of this match, and he was informing me that you guys are pretty good friends, and Randy's son and Preston are good friends. That's pretty cool. Randy's a good dude. Good man. Fred Renner, yeah, Derek the Spot Shot King, no doubt. We got a king and a queen. Randy's in trouble here. Well, I shouldn't say that. He could float out if he gets to at least where the 3 is and more towards the middle of the table. He can pocket the 6, but then he's going to have to run into the 5 ball. Uh-oh. All right. Made the 3, but now he's got a super thin cut on the 6. He's going to be running into all kinds of balls. No doubt, Fred. That was one of the moments that I am never going to forget in pool. You know, we all have those where it has such an impact, you know, and that spotting up 26 10 balls in a row for Derek and Lacey to shoot at that's pretty incredible. Ooh, that is a nice bump. Pockets the 15, breaks those 2 up. But now, what do you do after the 12? I would try to get all the way down. I would actually almost try to pocket the 6. You got to get all the way down on the bottom. Oh, don't go on the side. Don't go on the side. Oh, man. All right. She's got the 10 ball. It does go past the 5. Nicely done. Man, she keeps flirting with those side pockets, left and right. Put herself in a bad spot here, unless, I mean, if she can cut this 9 in, there's a good chance she might end up making the 6 ball, or at least knocking her 14 out of there. You gotta make the 9. That is the most important. Oh, look at, oh my God. Wow. What? What a horrible roll. Oh my gosh. Makes an incredible shot and just gets disheartened. I think I'd be kicking the other way. Because that if you hit the top side of the 14 ball, then you could get the cue ball all the way up on the left-hand side of the table as we see it. For sure, Fred. Yeah, that was no justice at all. Brutal rub. Uh-oh. That's the worst thing she could do. That's the worst thing that could have happened, is not hitting the 14. You give Randy ball in hand on the 5-8. That's not good for Tracy Cuda. All right. To put Randy on basically double hill. Three to nothing. I'll be right back. Don't be nervous. I'm back. Dan Blom. Dale, how much would it take for you to play me a race to 15 8-ball? On the stream? Is that what you're asking, Dan? Or just play? If it's just play, I do that for free. I don't know if it'd be a race to 15 for free. I'd have to charge you a little for that. Randy is not even looking at it. I could tell he's not even, but he had his heart set on playing that 11 in the side, and he could actually play it right between the 6 and the 8 all the way down and leave himself an easy shot on the 10 ball. And that did not even hit a rail. Well, if I'm Tracy, I'm going to shoot that 5 ball right now. Even though it is partially blocking the 11. I mean, Randy can get at it, but you don't want to leave that for last if you're Tracy. And other than her first game in 9 ball, I mean, I know I mentioned this before, she has got to win a game here. Well, actually, yeah, she can't lose anymore. She has to win the next 4 games. She loses one more, the match is already over. So disregard everything I just said. Oh, goodness. It's a struggle. It is a struggle for Tracy today. And I think it's the nerves of getting to the finals. Well, no telling how this is going to turn out. If he does cut it in the side, there is... Oh, nicely done. Very nice. No shot on the 10, but that was a good cut. Wow. What a great shot. That's a nice jump by Randy Thiry. That was a beauty. Heck of a try. All right. I got a deal for you. Dan. Let me think about this for a second. I will play you a race to 10 8-ball. I will spot you 7 games. So all you have to do is win 3. Here's the deal. If you beat me, if you win those 3 games, I will get you the official Outer Points Productions jersey. I think I have a picture of it here somewhere. Maybe I don't. Somewhere. Oh, he's got a shot on the 8 for the win. Outer Points Productions jersey. If not, and here's the difference between the $30 or more, because a race to 10 it's quite a while. You have to donate $50 to the stream. Oh, when he hits it too thick. That was for the win. Ken, what's your Fargo? Don't make me. All right, I'm gonna look it up. Well, to say the least, Tracy has to run out. Given where that 8-ball is, I don't foresee Randy missing that again. Ken, what's your name in Fargo? Do you have a Fargo? You don't think you have a Fargo? Yikes. That's like a losing bet for me. Oh, my goodness. I was going to say just don't scratch. The worst thing you can do is scratch. When's the last time you played pool, Ken? I'll make it even better yet, Dan. For 75, I'll stream it. So you got something to look back on. I'll even take your picture and set it up and keep score. That'd be fun, actually. I like the pressure of a race to 10 and my opponent already has 7 and I have 0. Yikes. $15 ago, you shot in a tournament. Holy smokes. Where's home for you, Ken? Did you tell me last night or the night before? Don't you live in Zimbabwe or something like that? What's going on, Randy Parlick? Oh. Randy and Ken know each other. Randy, how good does Ken shoot pool? Live up in Hatley. Holy smokes, that's a drive. It'd take you 2 hours to get here, wouldn't it? Everybody's trying to get in on the action now. Mark Bell, you don't get my $50. Oh, wait, yeah, you would. No, you wouldn't. The deal is, Mark, you get a $75 jersey, or 70, it's $5 shipping. But it's a $70 jersey. That's what you would get. And you know what? I have a better idea. We'll let Tracy shoot this shot. I'm going to finish chewing first. Oh, Randy says you're a 525 to 550. Now we know the truth. All right, here's the deal. Mark Bell, we'll set it up. We'll try to set it up with you or Dan or whoever wants to try it. And I'll get you a jersey that looks like this or whichever one that you want off the website. And I will even put on the back that I beat Little Cheddar on his own stream. That'll be the saying. Your name on the front. Monster opportunity for Tracy. And she has to shoot this one right now. I don't like it. I don't like it. Gotta shoot the one. She's left herself a little steep on this 4-ball. I think she's afraid of scratching, but if she hits it right, thin enough, it shouldn't scratch. Remember I said take the one first? This is where this could potentially end up running into a big issue. If this goes too far, yeah, this is going to be the end of the match, folks. That is going to wrap it up. All right. Congratulations to Randy Thiry. He just booked his seat in the finals of 1.5. This is also for the Barracuda, Tracy Cuda. Congratulations to, excuse me. Here's the payout. This is the money that Tracy's getting today, $270 for her efforts. So the tournament was pretty much a wash. All right, folks, that is a wrap for this afternoon. Tomorrow night, if you're still out there, let me see if I can find it first. Actually, I got to find my glasses. Congratulations to Randy Thiry. That's fantastic. But tomorrow night, you're not going to want to miss this. We've got two veterans of the game, if you will. But we are in the Masters Series. Tomorrow night at, I believe, well, here's the flyer. Check it out. Tomorrow night at 6:30, we've got Tim Stockinger, who you've seen on the stream many, many times. He's actually the guy who thought of the 9-ball, 8-ball, 10-ball all in one match. Taking on the senior, retired, semi-retired, Mr. Dan Coppins, Flannel Jesus, as Taylor Collar calls him. So, until tomorrow night at 6:30, well, or 5 minutes or 10 minutes too, we will see you then. Thanks, everybody.